Good morning, my friends. Good morning, good morning. It's another Sunday. It's another Sunday, and it is actually it's the new jam is started today. So the jam just ended, literally. Look at that, minus 4 minutes just ended. We got 21 submissions. And when I opened up this page this morning, I was like, oh my God, 21 submissions. And then I remembered. That Ranar H, or Rana, I don't know, sorry, made a dozen zines. So the theme was a dozen, and they came in to the Discord like, what if I did a dozen zines? And I was like, you know what? That is hilarious. Oh my gosh. A dozen quotes from Sherlock. Love it. 2 dozen years. A dozen partially recovered electronic transmissions. A dozen chairs. A dozen ways of saying a dozen. Very meta. A dozen times and a dozen parts. I did a dozen eggs. This is me over here. And it's my first comic zine as well too, in a very long time. I mean, my first for like the jam, right? All the other, I'm a writer first and foremost. So like the way that I started making zines is that I was a blogger for a very long time. I started blogging really, really early. And I mean, before that, I was a journaler too, right? I've always had a notebook. I've always kept a diary and documented my life that way. And then I started doing it online. So then I started making zines, like turning my blog posts into zines. And so this dozen zine that I made is actually no words. There's no words in it. Let me see. I don't remember if I put any pictures in there. No, I didn't. I just did that one. So that's mine. No words. I don't even think I put words on the cover. I'm trying to remember now. It's been too long since I made it. But man, I am so enamored with this little dude. This little chicken and egg. I don't know. I kind of want to make it my new icon up here. This picture, this profile picture of me is so old now. It's like 2018, I think. My God, like that's so long ago now. But it's just such a fun picture, so I really enjoy it. So it is now, that was number 12. We got a dozen reasons, and we got a dozen totally random entries, which I kind of love. And now we're doing 13. And it is, can you see that behind my head? I gotta check. Tomato. That is the theme, because it is tomato season here where I live in the northern hemisphere. It is so hot. It is so hot. I can't believe how hot it is. Oh, I was talking about this with my boss recently, who has been living here almost as long as I have been. I mean, actually, no, I think she's only been living here for like 30 years. And we were talking about how summer has changed and how winter has changed, right? Because of climate change. Winter has gotten so much colder and summer is so much hotter. She was saying to me the other day, like, this is as hot as it's going to get. And I was like, no. It's going to get hotter because August is always the hottest month where I live. And I just can't imagine it. But the hot weather does mean we get tomatoes and we get corn on the cob. So It's a very good producing season. And they make great grapes here as well too. We have a great wine industry. So the hot weather is good for something. We do get a benefit from it. So tomato. You know what I should have done? Oh, I should have grabbed my tomato zine. So, somebody else in the community was making a zine about tomatoes, and we started talking about it because I made a zine about tomatoes way back in the day. I think I've been talking about this recently, right? Because you know that I make a lot of little zines, right? A lot of really random zines. And when I started streaming, I started what I called Sunday Zine again. But I had actually done Sunday Zine before. I did it back in 2015, which is 10 years now, a decade. A decade ago, I did this thing where I made, yeah, look behind my head there. This is like 50 zines that I made in a year. And one of them is about tomatoes. Where is it? So there it is. Tomatoes. I made it in September. Oh, interesting. Interesting that I made it in September, not August. I was thinking August. But like this time, this like late July, August time, this is tomato season. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to make something about tomatoes. Something. I don't know what. No, I got to go here. I got to go here to get there. And then we go let's look at the picture. I really love this cover that I made. I found a picture that's just like a cut half tomato, and then I just blew it up as big as I could. I should find it. Oh, there it is. Yes. There we go. And so like this photo is just giant. So I just used like this little cut. I really love that. So tomato. You can do whatever you want. Right? The reason that I love picking just one word and why I've kept with this theme, this, what should I say, like structure, this format for the theme is just one word, because I really like how open it could be. Right? Thinking about dozen last time, and the photo that I chose was eggs. So it's kind of funny that we've got two food ones in a row. But the word was dozen, but I went with eggs because that was what I thought of first. But everyone else went in such a wildly different direction. Right? You can just go all over with it. And tomato, I think, is the same way. Like, tomato could obviously be summer. You talk about salads, talk about, different recipes that you want to add tomato to. But you could go winter recipes too. Make like bolognese sauce, right? What's a great recipe for a pasta sauce? But then you can just go in the direction of like red and color. Tomato. Tomato is also like heckling, right? You throw tomatoes at somebody terrible that's on stage. Tomato red is when somebody's blushing, right? Somebody's very nervous. You say that they're blushing like a tomato. So many different ways. And then there's just like, so now that I'm looking at this word, I always capitalize the word. I always put it in all caps. And the reason that I do that is so that it like stands out. It stands out from the rest of the sentence. And now that I'm looking at it like that, I kind of feel like we could make a word game out of it, right? It's like, it's almost a palindrome. It's not, but it's almost. It has like that palindrome feel to it. I don't know. Maybe there's something there. So, jam starts today. That's July 20th. July 20th is also, by the way, if you didn't know, it is Moon Day. Today is the anniversary of the Apollo 11 mission where Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin walked on the moon. And who's the pilot? Michael Collins. Michael Collins was the pilot. So he was always also on the mission. He just didn't get to walk on the moon. It goes until August 17th. So 4 weeks. You always have 4 weeks. And you know, it's more time than you think of. When I first started this jam, I really thought it was going to be just a week. And then when I started to think about that, I was like, oh no, a week, every week is way too short. If I did it every single week, I would have to be like creating the jam page every single week and making a zine every single week. I would have burnt out by now. Oh boy. You know, when I did Sunday Zine 10 years ago, I started at the beginning of the year in January. And I was like, I'm going to do this. And I didn't. I didn't do it. I think I made like 2 zines. And then I got to May and I was like, this isn't going to work. This isn't going to work. I got to do it. I got to do something else and make myself do it. And so I set that name. I called it Sunday Zine. I hadn't given it a name before. You know, names and titles are really important. They kind of give you like the limits, the borders. They give you the edges of something, right? I find that if your space is too open, it's very hard. That's why people struggle with the blank page. You know, I'm looking at my notebook over here. This blank page. People struggle with the blank page because it's too much space, it's too much open. But the thing about why morning pages works, Julia Cameron's practice of morning pages, which I've talked about many times on this channel. Oh my gosh. I realized that I had talked about it a lot recently when I was going through my list of ideas. I'm trying to make a new video. My God. And the reason that it works is because it's a limit. And she says 3 pages. That's all you have to do. Just 3 pages. You can do 3 pages, right? You can do 1 page. And you don't have to do it every day. You could. But for me, I just make it really flexible. And I just say, I'm going to sit down. I'm going to write 10 minutes. That's all you got to do. 10 minutes. You put the restraint on it and suddenly you can see the shape of it. And it makes more sense. That's why I like templates too. I'm thinking about this idea a lot now, huh? Maybe I should talk more about this idea. So this is what I was thinking, is that I should write a little bit. We should do, oops, I hit my mic. We should write. I don't have my camera though. I thought we would just write. So let's put up a timer. You know which one we haven't used in a long time is that cat one. What's that one called again? I think it's like what? Pomodoro Kitty there. Look at that. So cute. So cute. I don't think 20 minutes? No, that's not how you change it. So you got options. There we go. Let's do 20. Because I kind of feel like I need... do I have to press a save button? There we go. Okay, set time. Do we like the black cat? I like the black cat. Very cute. Oh, look at those eyes. What's going on with those eyes? I think either the CSS of the page is off, or is that me? That's a little bit creepy. Excuse me. I got hiccups. A little bit creepy. So we're going to do some writing. I'm going to write in my notebook. You can write in your notebook. You can write in a document. I like notes. You know, this is another topic we could totally talk about. I have been all over the place since I stopped using Notion. I just feel like nothing belongs anywhere. I don't know where anything is. And it's not even that I used to write in Notion. I didn't, because it's not good for, I don't think that is very good for like actual writing. It's just good for organizing and collecting. And now, man, I just have everything all over the place. I can't find a good app. Every single one of them has AI in it, and it's pissing me off. Okay, this is my date stamp. Today is the 20th. This date stamp only has one more year in it, which is wild because this is the second one that I've bought in my lifetime. I wonder how many of these I'm going to have in my lifetime. That's something funny to think about, huh? This one only goes until 26. So at the end of 26, I'm going to have to buy a new one. So we're going to write for 20 minutes. I'm going to mute because you don't need to listen to me breathing. And I'm going to see if I can think of an idea. You know, thinking about tomato, thinking about maybe a word puzzle. I'm kind of thinking about this idea now. Like, man, I swear I say this every single stream, but like, I love getting on this stream and just like improving, right? And then the idea comes to you. You don't even know what it's going to be. And then it hits you and you're like, yes, let's do it. And I don't have this energy any other time than when I'm live. That's why I love being here with you all. Like, you give me that energy, right? Like, knowing that somebody's watching this, knowing that I've got to make a thing, right? If I could have that energy for the rest of my life, I would get so much more stuff done. You know, I should like do like a 24/7, just stick you in the corner and it's like, gotta do something because they're watching. I mean, I would never do that. Absolutely not. I grew up in the nascent years of reality television, and I always thought it was weird back then. And now it's just so normal, right? It's become such a normal thing. And like when the first Real World came out on MTV, and everyone was like, "What the heck is this?" And now it's just so normal. It's kind of funny to think about. All right, 20 minutes. 20 minutes we're going to write. And remember, when we're writing, doing this kind of free writing, you don't edit. You just let yourself be open, right? Everything counts. This is why I write in pen. I don't scratch it out. I mean, if I make a spelling mistake, I'll scratch it out, but you know, just write, and that's where the ideas come from. All right, I talk too much. I will see you in 20. All right. We're back. I know it's only a couple seconds, but I uh I got an idea. And I really want to work on it. Oh, did you hear that? I don't. Oh no, you can't hear that because I had the internet muted. But when it hits the time, there's not a buzz. There's a little meow. That's very cute. All right, we're gonna switch over to pages now because I got my idea. So I had opened up this, which is my regular template. You know that you love it. And that's not 100, is it? Fit width. Okay, interesting. We're gonna change it though. So first we got to save 250720. We're gonna call it what? Tomato. So I had opened up the mini zine template, but I'm actually going to delete everything because I've decided that I don't want it to be, 100% doesn't work. Ooh, and that's way too small. 75. There we go. So I had the idea of a game, a word game. And then I started thinking, it will be fun to do a word search with all of the things that you can make from tomatoes. And then I was like, and then I could do a crossword with all of the colors of red, maybe even like related to tomatoes. And then I could do, and then I was like, what if it was a whole activity page? And then I went, what if it was like a placemat? So this is my idea. I want to do like a layout. So it's like just like this, like a broadsheet. And in the landscape form, because then it's going to be like a kid's activity placemat that you get in a restaurant. This is my idea. This is what we're working on. So we're making a zine for the Sunday Zine Jam, and the theme is tomato. So my idea is a tomato themed restaurant placemat with some puzzles, some activity puzzles. And I want to do it in red and white. So I want to do like the full background is red. So we're going to do it as like a big shape. Because also what I'm thinking is that we'll do red color. We might make it just like a little bit darker. I think that might look better. Find that wheel and make it more of like a dark red. It'll be more pleasant, I feel like. And then do all of the text and the lines in white. And see how this looks. So I kind of feel like, okay. I mean, we do need a text box anyway. I kind of feel like there's going to be a tomato shape in here, right? That's a tomato. Let's make that. That's not text though, is it? That's got to be style. There we go. That's going to be white. So one of the ideas that I have is to do kind of like a tomatoes. Look here, let me show you. I did like a little sketch. Do like a little tomatoes on a vine. Tomatoes on a vine, like that. But with like letters in the vine. Oh, thank you. Thank you for coming into the chat today and hanging out. We're just starting. So like just working on what are we making today and just kind of like feeling it out. Improv. That's kind of what I do on my streams here, of just, this could work, right? We could do that. I kind of want like a border. How could we do like a scalloped border? How could we do that? There's got to be like a line, right? There's got to be a line. Basic. I don't know if we want to do that though. I feel like there could be something. Maybe we could just draw. We just draw a border. I wonder if there's a border over here. Let's look at the line borders. Oh, interesting. Okay. I mean, right now I've selected the tomato, which is wrong. I don't want a border on my tomato. I want a border on this. Yeah. Give me a border on that. And make it white. What would that look like? And then we make this smaller. Like that. And that's kind of got like a cool placemat feel to it. What do we think? All right, we got to make this text white so we can see it. And I want to find something. Let's think about our title text. Excuse me. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do, but that works. All right, so something big. Title. I kind of feel like something like this would like really go with the, if we think about a tomato restaurant, we're thinking about like a classic Italian American restaurant. That's kind of where I'm going with the vibe. And that kind of has a, yes. What is this called? What is this? Zappino. See, Zappino is even a very good name for an Italian restaurant. We could even call it Zappinos. Oh my gosh, that would be funny. Can we make this like just a little bit thicker? Does that work? No, there's only regular. Let's just make it big. See what that looks like. Zappinos. What if we make it Zappinas? Nope. It's hard to tell where that cursor goes. Zappinas. That's why it's a female restaurant. How many people are going to get this joke? All right. I'm kind of loving this. And then I just want like a whole bunch of these tomatoes. But I want to move them around a little bit, like spin them. So, we're going to make them small, and then I'm going to duplicate a bunch of them. Yeah. And stick them all over. And then I wanna spin them. How do I do that? I feel like I should be able to arrange. That's where it is, right? Yes, rotate. There we go. That's what I want to do. I want to rotate. And Kind of like that. I don't exactly want it like to be a mirror, but maybe we do this one a little bit. And just a little bit of that Dutch angle. Sapfinas. All right. So one of the things that I was thinking about was I'm looking at this size, like I'm not going to have like as much space as I kind of want to have. Because what I was thinking is, okay, so text inside is going to be red. You know what? I want the same red. We got to find that same red because I changed it, right? This one. Okay. Yeah, okay. There we go. I'll stick that in my box so I can use it again. And then text color is going to be that red. There we go. Okay. So then what I'm thinking is we put the letters in the tomatoes. And then I want you to make words with the letters. So we're going to do toe, may, toe. Maybe we do, yeah. So let's do toe, may, toe, yeah. And update that so they're all the same size and centered. Is that centered? Ooh, I don't know about that. I don't know why it doesn't seem to move when you change the orientation. Is that not weird? That doesn't change either. Huh. Okay. I'll make it bigger though. Oh, that's interesting. Look at that. It moves when you make it bigger. Okay. How we get that M back? Okay. Tomato. We could do like a... So what I really want to do is, I think that if you go online, let's go online. Oh, I forgot to turn off our timer. Yep. We are working, but we don't need a timer for working. I feel like there's probably like a word search generator. Word search maker. Oh, you probably can't. My head is blocking this, isn't it? So the top result is easywordsearchmaker.com. And the second one is the word search. And there's just something that makes me want to pick the second one because the URL is better. And I don't know why I do that. This one says that it's online and printable. So I'm going to check out this one. You know what? I like just looking like that. That actually does look very good. Let's look at these other ones. I don't want it to be too fancy. What's this one look like? Is it... Okay, it does say easily printed. These all look not bad. Oh, you know what? I do like this one. I like this one because it has no lines. That's what I want. Okay. We're going to do this one. And so I had been thinking of tomato sauce, tomato foods is what I'm trying to say. Tomato meals, perhaps. So like, what can you cook with tomatoes? So, does it need to be all uppercase? Okay, let's do that. So let's do sauce. Pizza. Pasta. Maybe we do all pastas, right? Because I could do lasagna. Bolognese, I believe. Is that not how you spell it? A bologna. I'm pretty sure that's how you spell bolognese. We could do bruschetta. Do I want to do just Italian or like everything? Like we could do shuka. A callback to my egg zine last week. We do salad. What do you call it? What do you call it? I mean, panzanella. Gazpacho. Is it Z or is it SZ? Spacho. I think I might have to look up some of the exact spellings here. I am an excellent speller, but these are a lot of not English words, so sometimes I don't always remember the non-English. Oh, look at that! I clicked away and it generated it. I'm thinking there's a name for a salad and I can't think of it. Margarita? Is that right with the H? Man. Oh, Bloody Mary. Clamato. Clamato, if you don't know, is clam tomato juice. It is part of a Caesar, which is a very Canadian thing. It's a Bloody Mary, but it's with Clamato. Yeah, look at that. You click out and it generates it. Look at that. I kind of want it to be alphabetized. How do I? Oh, sort. There we go. Oh, look at that. It sorts it. It sorts it alphabetically. That's nice. Difficulty hard. Can we do? Oh no, it's just normal and hard. We got any ideas? Anyone in the chat want to throw some stuff in? Oh, shashuka with an OU. Yes. Yeah, the thing about spelling, because like shashuka is probably not written in the classic Arabic characters in the first place, right? Because it's like a Persian thing, so it would be written in a totally different alphabet. So then what you do is Romanize. Ooh, tomato soup, of course. And then, yeah, what happens is that when you Romanize words, the spelling is all over the place, right? That's what happens with, Chinese words and Korean words as well, too. All right, let's look up a couple of these. Margarita pizza, that is correct, yes. and shashuka. Yeah, look at that. We've got, it looks like the U is more. Let's see what Wikipedia says. Shuka. Oh, I'm missing another K, aren't I? Yes. See, I always, in my head, it's always shashuka, but it's not. It's shakshuka. Okay. Panzanella, I'm pretty good on that one. I feel. Oh, gazpacho was the other one I wanted to look up. And because I feel like maybe gazpacho has a S in it. Okay, maybe not. No, it's just gazpacho. Okay. We're good. Bolognese is right. This is the thing with, even though I am an excellent speller, I will still double check everything. Oh my God. Literally, what was I going to look up? I switched tabs and forgot. Bolognese. Yes, bolognese. I am right. Okay. I would kind of like it to be even across. And you know what I'm thinking is I might be a little bit cruel and not put in the words. Oh, you know what? This isn't gonna. I'm just thinking about how this is gonna look on red because I can't make it. Can I? Oh, maybe I can. Can I change? Oh, premium features. You gotta pay for your word search. Oh no, you can't even. No, it doesn't look like you can change. You can't change the color. Doesn't look like it. Okay, we'll just put it on a white square. White square will work. That'll work. Okay. You know, I might just go with this. Kind of feel like I want to put a salad in there, and I can't think of what specific tomato salads are called. I'm thinking fried green tomatoes, but that's just way too long. I just want one word. I'm way overthinking this. I'm way overthinking this. You know what? We're gonna just go with this for now. I'm actually just going to. I want to make it a little bit bigger though. Download and print. If I press this button and it asks me to become a premium member. Oh my God. Just download a PDF. There we go. Thank you. Okay. And then we're just going to zoom down a little bit. And I'm not even going to download. I'm just going to take a screenshot. Like that. That's it. And then I'm just going to use that. Ta-da! It's that simple, folks. Okay. Insert. Actually, you know what? Let's just drag and drop. Probably going to be huge. But that's okay. We'll make it small. No. No, that's just making it bigger. What? What? What is going on here? Is this not? Oh, there it is. There's the button. Okay. What is going on? What is happening? Where is my... Man, this kind of screwed everything up. Okay. I think that maybe when I did that, it took over. We're just going to undo. I think that what happened is that I put it inside that background is what I did. That's what I did. So what we're actually going to do is like that. Yes. Okay. Now it's on top of. That's more normal. There we go. Okay. There's a little word search for us. Look at that. We got margarita right at the bottom. Are they all going across? Oh, panzanilla's backwards. Sorry if I'm giving you all the answers. Bruschetta. I say Bloody Mary. Do we have none going down? I don't see any going down. Okay. I'm going to put this one... you know what? I'm going to put this one up here. And it kind of goes with this little one over here. And then we're going to put maybe some lines to make some words. Maybe some lines to write some words. That's what I'm thinking. Hello. Welcome to the stream. We're about an hour in, so I mean, we're not going to go too much longer. I'm not like a, marathon streamer. I just kind of go until I'm tired. I go until, we got some good work done today though. I'm liking this idea. But I am thinking like, I just don't have as much space as I was, So what I was thinking is a crossword. But now that I've got the word search, I kind of feel like a crossword's going to take up too much space. I want to put in some words. I wanted to put like a little mascot. So when I was thinking about theming it like it's a restaurant, right? I was thinking about like a chef, like a restaurant. And now I don't know if we're gonna do that. So we're gonna put a little some lines because I want people to make words from like this. What we could do, what I could do is, okay, so background style is going to be white and text is going to be red. So what I'm thinking is maybe do it kind of like hangman style so we're going to have to make the text a little smaller. We do like word number 1 is going to be like this, right? So you fill in the blanks using the letters of the word tomato. So I wrote down a couple words. So we've got, and what I could do is give you like a hint. So I give you a T like this, right? So you make a word that is space, T, space, space. And then I could give you an M like this. Yeah? And we got space, space. Actually, let's do O, O, space. Let's see if we can get 6 in here. How many 4-letter words did I get? I was trying to think of words that you can make from the letters in tomato, but without doubling them. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I've only got 4 4-letter words. So let's put some 3-letter words at the top. So we're going to do delete. We're going to do space, a space. And we're going to do space, space, M. Maybe we can do one more. Let's do one more. We're going to do O, space, space. There we go. And then we just got to make this bigger. Fit it in there. Okay. Just want a little bit less. I want a little bit less space at the top, and it's really not giving it to me. That's okay. That's okay. Can we do that? Yeah. Really need to make these tomatoes look better. They do not look great. I don't know how to get them in the center. Maybe that? No. No. Is there an indent on this? Is there? Oh, there's a text inset on that. Okay. Now it's at 0. I wonder why that's inset as default. That's interesting. Okay, now it's at 0. Now if we put it in the center, will it look in the center? Yes. Now it looks like it's in the center. Oh, and now everything else is centered. Didn't really mean to do that. I should probably make these capitals, huh? T-O. Oh. T-O. That one's so high. Why is it so high? Middle. Bottom. Top. That middle is not middle, is it? It's not very middle. No. Okay. I need something over in this corner, huh? I worry. This is so small. I don't like that. I don't like how it looks now. Yeah, I like that better. I want it to be... Is this aligned? Okay, I think it is. It just looks funny because there's some space in some letters. We need some pictures. We need some pictures. Maybe we do like a giant lasagna or something. That might look good. Crossword puzzle. I just worry that a crossword puzzle is not going to fit. Put this one over here. No, it's not going to fit. Put this one right in the center. Put the words underneath it. Now I think we're going to put the words underneath it. I wasn't feeling the words before, but now I'm thinking I'll be kind. I'll be kind and put the words for you. You know, I was reading about this study that like a psychology department did at a university of asking people to like tap, like just tap with their hand a beat to a song, like a really recognizable song, you know, like something like Yankee Doodle Dandy, right? Or like the national anthem in a country. And to guess, like to tap it for somebody else, and the other person had to guess what they were tapping. And the people who were tapping just like assumed that the other person would know what they were doing. And you know what? That's not what I wanted to do. What I actually want to do is just copy this. And it was like 7% people knew what they were doing. Because when you know, you feel like everyone should know. And it's just not true. It's called like the burden of knowledge or something. So this is what I'm saying. I'm saying, I know what all the words are for this word search, but nobody else is going to know. So I should really put the words in there for people to look up. Like, they're not even going to know if they found all of them, right? So now I got to go find my list of words. I'm just going to copy it from the website, which I did not close. Very odd for me. Usually I close tabs all the time. Are you a person who keeps all the tabs open, or are you somebody who is constantly closing tabs? I am an always closing tabs person, with like to my detriment sometimes, right? Sometimes I lose stuff because I will just close all the tabs. I don't want to see it anymore. You know, I am also a person who I got to get rid of like all my notifications. I hate having the little red badge that says that there's stuff waiting. Don't want it. Don't want it. We're going to make this small. Oh, there it is. I scrolled down too far. Okay, we're going to make this small. And I think we could do, where do we do columns? Character styles, no. Layout, yes. 2 columns, okay. And then we just got to make it small enough so that we can get all of the words in here. We can get it a little bit more. Why is it not even? Why is it not even? That's weird. Oh, that's why it's not even. Okay. That's perfect, right? Right? Tab closers. We're tab closers. Yes. Are you a tab closer or a tab hoarder? What it means though is that my bookmarks folder is completely out of control, because I will bookmark things that I want to save and then never ever ever go look at them. Like every time that I search in the URL bar, it brings up all of these random bookmarks that I totally forgot that I had bookmarked. And my browser's like, did you want to look at this now? And I'm like, no. I never want to look at it, actually. I just don't want to forget it. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is fun. I'm liking this vibe of these word puzzles. Just gotta think of some other stuff. So I think I might. Do we have another idea? Let's just take a look on the internet. Let's just take a look at my friend and yours, Unsplash. Unsplash is the page that I go to when I'm looking for. Look at that. Tomato. That was my recent search. So I'm looking for restaurant. No. Let's just look Italian. Italian girl. What the heck? So this is probably just going to give me Italy though, huh? You want to make sure that you filter for free so that you can use it. Oh, but look at this fork. Okay. This fork with the spaghetti, and I love how it is like standing up like that. Imagine that fork right here. Right? I feel like that would look good. I'm wondering how it would look on the red background though. That's my thinking. I do like this picture though. It's got the vibe I want, like that restaurant graphics. Yes. We're going to save it. You know what? We're going to download it. We're going to download it and take a look. I got to open Finder. I don't. So iOS has this very cool ability where you can take out the background, but I don't think that you can do it on the laptop. I don't think you can do it on Mac OS. I think you can only do it on iOS, right? Oh no, remove background. Okay. There we go. Oh, awesome. That is awesome. So you just open it in preview. And then if you look in preview under edit, it says remove background. You can just do it, which is amazing. So now let's see what this looks like. Look at that. It's got like this like clip art restaurant vibe to it that I'm really digging. I am really digging this. You know what we should put in like down here in this little corner should be like the hours and like a little map, and we could do like the address. Oh man. I am enjoying this one. I am enjoying it, but at the same time, it's been an hour and a half. I'm thinking I'm gonna end the stream here. This is what I usually do, about an hour and a half on Sunday mornings. Get as far as I can. So I will say thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Thanks for your great ideas. And if if you want to make a zine, you should come make a zine with us. And we do it over here on itch.io, which is a great website that you can upload just your stuff. So you can look over here on the side. You can upload games, books, comics, music. It's mostly based around video games, but there's tons and tons of zines on here. And we do jams. So a jam is like a theme and a deadline. And so Sunday Zine Club, it started today. Number 13, we've been doing this for a year now. Number 13 started today. And the deadline is August 17th. It's exactly 4 weeks. So it's the next, in 4 weeks, Sunday. And the theme is tomato. So come and make a zine. If you have an idea, if you wanna make a zine, you make a comic, you can make a little game in the form of a book. You can write an essay, you can write about your favorite tomato recipes. So come and join us. And if you loved watching me make a zine, I have down here some templates. So these are the templates that I'm using here in Apple Pages, and you can download them and you can make your own zine. So thank you for hanging out. Come join us. And I will see you again on the internet. Bye.